Tell me, if you could travel in time, back in time, to the past. If you could travel back in time and relive the experience of reading one book, what would it be?
In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park.
Oh, and why?
It's a good book.
Harry Potter all day long.
Probably Harry Potter. It was the starting point of the session, so yeah.
It would be Harry Potter because I saw the movie before the book and it like ruined everything.
The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien.
The Lord of the Rings series. The Lord of the Rings series.
It's like a childhood book and it taught me a lot about like companionship and stuff.
And it had such a complete world. Plus all the names were really tricky. And so it really exposed you to this idea that you didn't have to sort of stick with known things. They could create a whole world, and yeah, that was really amazing. And then I had to read it really fast and return it to the library. So I got the ending confused.
Easy answer.
Wow, fancy.
Evelyn Hugo, 17 Husbands of Femme by... can't remember the author. Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Probably The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo because it got me out of my reading slump.
The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
That's a popular answer.
It's so good because you need to read it.
And I'm a real big fan of like the way it's set out.
I would reread it because it doesn't hit as well after the first time because the twist and the hurt of it doesn't hit the same. I don't know, it really changes your perspective on what life was like for LGBTQ plus before that was societally okay.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
What's the name of it?
Number the Stars.
The Bone Stars.
Number the Stars.
Number in the Stars.
Number the Stars.
Number the Stars.
Is that what it's called? I'm not sure.
If you could travel back in time. We're travelling back in time.
I don't want to travel back in time. The Harry McClary, because he's Harry McClary. The Gruffalo, because it's the best book.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, because it made me real happy when the caterpillar just kept eating.
My dinosaur book that I don't know the name of, and why? It's because I really liked dinosaurs when I was younger.
I would go back in time and read, let me think, 3 Billy Goat Gruff.
Ruby the Red Fairy, the Rainbow Magic Fairies things. I don't know who they're by, but they're really good. You should read them at St. Mortensen.
Stephen King's It. I read it when I was 13. I was close in age to the protagonists. Stephen King is my mainest man. That is his best book. I just remember, flying through that behemoth tome like it was butter, and loving every greasy moment of it.
The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. It's my favorite book. It's really well written, and yeah.
Second person to say that today. I'll have that.
Who else?
Probably Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka.
Wow, what an answer.
Yeah.
Any reason?
I usually wake up, as a cockroach too. So I just think that book really just relates to me,
Could it be a comic?
One of the Beano comics from when I was younger, as they always gave me a great laugh, and well, when I was younger I never had to worry about anything.
Probably Death Note. Because it's a good manga.
The first issue ever of the Green Lantern series, just because it was such a good series. It was my first book, so it has that nostalgia to me.
The One Punch Man books.
Underwater Adventure by Willard Price.
Underwater Adventure, the adventure books. Yes.
Yeah. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
The Mistborn series, by Brandon Sanderson.
I would want to read The Outsiders again. The Book Thief, but I don't know who. Either The Book Thief or Call Me By Your Name.
Ignite Me by Tahiti Mafi.
All the Pretty Horses by Cormac McCarthy.
Tomorrow When the War Began.
Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck.
Paper Things by Jennifer Jacobson, and that's because it gave me like a different perspective and made me quite appreciative of the life I live today.
Imagine this, Minwala, year 3, colouring competition, first place gets a prize. I got first place, I won the rainbow fish. Best thing I ever won in my life. Like, I read that book 20 times a day. If I could go back and experience the rainbow fish again for the first time ever in my life, I'd actually cry. Like, best book ever. And then I lost it, so I'm kind of sad, but...
Not good for a level 2 or level 1 reading response, by the way.
What did you say? I'm reading the book, man.